Hello and welcome to Whiskey with Rye, where every week we talk about the nose and taste of whiskey three different ways: straight, with water, and on the rocks. Thanks, Lago. Thanks, Lago Boone. Great start there. This week, the whiskey I'm with Basil Hayden, 10-year-old Kentucky straight rye whiskey. So this is a Jim Beam product out of Claremont, Kentucky, Claremont, Frankfurt. 40% alcohol, so 80 proof. Can't find any details about the mash bill, which isn't too surprising, really. 10-year-old, new release, at least new to my area. It's a tribute to their version of what they say is high rye bourbon, their regular Basil Hayden, which I don't think is all that high rye personally. So I have no idea what percent rye this is. This could just be 51% rye and go from there. Like I said, it is 10 years old. So the rumor is normal Basil Hayden is about 8 years old. So it's only a couple years older than previous, what a normal Basil Hayden would be. But again, this is the rye version. The label does look like the 2x2 special release that they did a couple years ago, a year or two. That will be coming at a later point, but wanted to do this since it was out on the market now. So hopefully if you enjoy the review, you can find it and enjoy it. Also, please, just a reminder, make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications for when new videos release. And if you do find this bottle, let me know what you think and, compare and contrast. So without further ado, there we go. That was a good one. As always, we are going to do our neat in water pour. And our rock sport. Because it is 80 proof, I am going to wait. I'm going to wait and do the rock in there till pretty much right before we partake of it, just so that it doesn't water down too much. So there was a note that I got just from opening the bottle. Let's see if it's in the glass. So on the nose immediately, and this is what I got out of the bottle, is light fruit like pears in syrup, like canned pears in syrup. Some baking spice from the rye in there. And definitely the oak. This is an older aged whiskey, so that oak is going to have more of an impact. I would assume this is in new oak barrels. I can't confirm, like I said. Details are scarce on this. So let's jump into the taste. So even on the taste, I get that pear note, that light fruit, baking spice. And then at the back of the throat is the oak note comes through. Cinnamon, baking spice in general, the warmth from the rye, like the spice, general spice, and then the wood, and that front sweetness is really present. Really easy sipper, as you would imagine, from 80 proof, as Lago Vulin is still playing with ice back there. Thanks, buddy. That pear nose is just front and present the whole time through. All right. Using our water jug, he is digging a little heavy. Maybe I should try less water in the pitcher next time. The water really just opens up the oak note on the nose. Really spice forward. Are you curling back there? What are you doing? You all right? You good? All right. Yeah, the wood really comes through. On the taste, it takes away the roundness. It's just one note, that spice note all the way through. There's not that pear fruit sweetness, the baking spice. It's really just the wood. So the water just kind of dulls it down, mellows it out too much for me. Yeah. So let's jump in with our handy dandy Yeti into the ice. Now, as you have heard, Lagavulin does have ice already, so he's not going to get more. So we'll jump in. Okay, so on the nose now it's a different sweetness. It's a caramel sweetness. And that's kind of where it just mellows out and stops. And again, on the taste, just like with the water, it's really just the wood spice. That's the whole experience. There's not much else going on. Yeah, I would absolutely go for this neat. I wouldn't put this with water or on the rocks. Um, but straight with water and then on the rocks. No, put that on the rocks before water, just because the nose was a lot more interesting. But yeah, so that has been Basil Hayden's 10-year-old Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully, you'll be back next week. Make sure you go back and like older videos as well. I know there are a few that you guys haven't seen. So until next time, cheers.